Hey there, friends. I'm Dr. Emily Parker, a 70-year-old physician who's spent over 4 decades helping folks live their healthiest lives, and I'm thrilled to share a game changer with you today. Ever wonder what separates those who age like fine wine from those who feel stuck in the slow lane after 65? Society loves to paint aging as a downward slide, losing strength, mobility, or that spark of vitality. But here's the truth. If you're 65 to 80 and can still do the 8 things we're about to explore, you're not just aging, you're a rare jewel, sparkling with resilience and power. These aren't random feats, they're science-backed signs of a body and mind that defy the odds, from gripping a jar like nobody's business to balancing like a pro. Stick around to the end, because I've got a surprising twist that'll flip how you see your golden years. This journey is packed with inspiring stories and practical tips to keep you thriving, so don't miss a second. Want to unlock more secrets to aging like a superstar? Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell to catch every tip we share. Let's dive into these 8 signs and discover why you might just be one of the rarest treasures out there. Ready? Here we go. Let's kick things off with the skill you use every day, but might not give much thought to: your grip strength. If you can still deliver a handshake that leaves folks impressed, twist open a stubborn jar of pickles, or carry a heavy grocery bag without breaking a sweat, you're doing way better than most people your age. Grip strength isn't just about having strong hands, it's like a health report card for your entire body, reflecting your muscle power, nerve function, and even your heart stamina. When you've got a grip that holds firm, you're showing the world your body's still got what it takes to tackle life's challenges. Why is this such a big deal? Science has a lot to say about it. Studies, like those published in the Journal of Gerontology, call grip strength one of the best predictors of a long, healthy life. A 2024 study from Harvard Medical School found that seniors with robust grip strength have a 35% lower risk of cardiovascular issues and recover from illnesses or injuries 20% faster than their peers. Your grip isn't just your hands at work, it's your forearms, shoulders, and a complex network of nerves firing from your brain to your fingertips. It's also a sign your heart's pumping blood efficiently to keep those muscles strong. When grip strength starts to fade, it's often an early warning of sarcopenia or age-related muscle loss, which can make you more vulnerable to falls, fractures, and everyday frustrations. But if you're still clamping down with authority, your body's holding its own against time. Let me tell you about Arthur, a 77-year-old retiree from Colorado. Arthur's always been a hands-on guy, spending his weekends tinkering in his workshop, lifting tools, and carrying lumber for DIY projects. His handshake is still the talk of his local coffee shop, and his grip's so strong, he once opened a jar of salsa that stumped everyone at a family barbecue. At a recent checkup, his doctor tested his grip strength and was blown away, saying, "Arthur, you've got the power of folks 2 decades younger." Arthur's secret? He squeezes a stress ball while watching TV and lifts light weights a few times a week. His grip lets him carry his toolbox, steady himself on uneven ground, and keep doing the hobbies that light up his life. What does this mean for you? A strong grip makes daily tasks a breeze. Think holding a coffee mug steady, unscrewing a bottle cap, or grabbing a railing to catch yourself. It's your shield against those small annoyances that pile up when strength slips away. More importantly, it's a defense against falls, which are a leading cause of injury for seniors. If you can grip tightly, you're less likely to end up in the hospital after a stumble. Want to test it? Pick up a heavy book or a gallon of milk and hold it for a minute. If it feels easy, give yourself a pat on the back. You're in rare company. Your muscles, nerves, and heart are working together like a well-oiled machine. To keep your grip in top shape, try simple habits like squeezing a tennis ball for a few minutes daily, lifting light dumbbells, or even twisting a towel tightly to build endurance. These small efforts add up, keeping your hands ready for whatever life throws at you. If you're still crushing it with your grip strength, you're not just strong, you're a shining jewel of resilience, proving age is just a number. Let's move on to the next sign and see how you stack up. Next up is a test that says more about your future than you might think. Can you sit down on the floor and stand back up without grabbing a chair, pushing off with your hands, or asking for a helping hand? If you can, you're rocking a rare combination of flexibility, balance, coordination, and core strength that many folks over 65 have lost. This isn't about proving you can still move like a teenager, it's a powerful predictor of how long you'll stay independent and full of life. Science backs this up in a big way. A 2024 study from the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that seniors who struggle to rise from the floor without assistance are twice as likely to face mobility issues, falls, and even earlier mortality. Why? Getting up from the floor is a full body challenge. It requires supple hips, stable ankles, a strong core, and a sharp nervous system to keep you steady. Those who can do it smoothly have a 40% lower risk of fall-related injuries, according to recent research. It's not just about the physical side. Being able to rise without fear keeps you active and confident, which boosts your mental health and keeps you engaged in life. Let me introduce you to Dorothy, 74-year-old yoga lover from Oregon. Every morning, Dorothy rolls out her mat and flows through poses, moving from sitting cross-legged to standing tall without a wobble. At a recent family picnic, she dropped to the grass to play with her grandkids and popped back up like it was nothing. Her doctor tested her during a checkup and was stunned, saying, "Dorothy, most people your age need a wall or their hands, but you're a mobility marvel." Dorothy credits her daily yoga and gardening for keeping her limber. Her ability to rise effortlessly means she can kneel to pick up a toy, sit on the floor for a game, or grab something under the couch without a second thought. What's the real-world impact? This skill is pure gold for daily life. Imagine dropping a pen, playing a board game with kids, or stretching after a walk. If you can get up easily, these moments are no big deal. But for many seniors, it's a struggle that leads to avoiding low positions altogether, which speeds up physical decline. If you're still rising like it's no sweat, your joints are flexible, your muscles are engaged, and your balance is on point, hallmarks of a body aging with incredible grace. To maintain this ability, practice sitting and standing from the floor a few times a day. Start with the cushion if needed, and add core exercises like planks or bridges to strengthen your midsection. Hip stretches can keep your joints limber. If you're already acing this test, you're in an elite group, showing the world what exceptional aging looks like. Let's keep going and check out the next sign. Let's talk about something that might not seem like a big deal, but says a ton about how you're aging: your posture. If you can stand straight with your shoulders back, walk without hunching forward, or sit at a table without slumping, you're ahead of the pack. Most folks over 65 start to lean or slump, but if you're holding yourself upright with ease, your spine, muscles, and joints are proving they're still in top shape. That's a rare trait, and it's something to celebrate. Why does posture matter so much? Science has the answers. A 2024 study from the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that seniors with good posture have a 30% lower risk of falls because they balance better and distribute their weight evenly. Proper spinal alignment also lets your lungs expand fully, boosting oxygen flow and energy levels, according to recent research. On the flip side, hunching over compresses your organs, strains your joints, and leads to back pain or breathing issues, making everyday tasks harder and more tiring. Let me tell you about Henry, a 76-year-old retired firefighter from Texas. Henry walks with his head high and shoulders squared, and people often guess he's a decade younger because of his confident stance. At a community event, he stood for hours greeting folks without a hint of slumping. His doctor once said, "Henry, most men your age have spinal compression or a forward lean, but you're standing like a statue." Henry's secret is daily walks and simple core exercises he does while watching the news. His posture lets him move freely, breathe deeply, and tackle long days without feeling worn out. What does this mean for you? Good posture isn't just about looking sharp, it's a health booster. It improves your balance, reducing your chances of tripping or falling, which is a top concern for seniors. It also takes pressure off your knees and hips, slowing down wear and tear conditions like arthritis. Plus, standing tall lifts your mood and confidence, making you feel ready to take on the world. If you're still holding yourself upright without constant reminders or discomfort, your body's working like a finely tuned machine, supporting your mobility and vitality. To keep your posture strong, try shoulder rolls to loosen up, stand against a wall to align your spine, or do seated core exercises like twists to engage your midsection. These small habits make a big difference. If you're already standing tall like Henry, you're a posture pro, proving you're aging with strength and grace. Let's move on to the next sign and see how you measure up. This next sign might sound simple, but it's a huge deal. Can you stand up from a chair, whether it's a cozy armchair, a dining seat, or your car, without pushing off with your hands or grabbing the armrests? If you can rise smoothly and confidently, you're showcasing a level of leg strength, joint flexibility, and balance that many folks over 65 have lost. This everyday move is a major marker of physical independence, and if you've still got it, you're in rare company. Let's look at the science behind this. A 2024 study from the Journal of Geriatrics found that seniors who can get up from a chair without using their hands have a 35% lower risk of mobility loss and tend to live longer. This move tests your quadriceps, glutes, and core stability, all critical for staying active. Struggling to rise often signals muscle loss, joint stiffness, or balance issues, early red flags for bigger health problems down the road. But if you're popping up like it's no big deal, your body's still firing on all cylinders. Meet Alice, a 72-year-old grandmother from Florida. At a recent family dinner, Alice noticed her friends straining to get up from their chairs, leaning heavily on armrests or needing a nudge from a spouse. When her grandson teased, "Bet you can't do better, Grandma," Alice stood up from her seat without a single hand, earning a round of applause. Her doctor later tested her and said, "Alice, you're moving like someone 20 years younger." Alice's regular walks around her neighborhood and light chair exercises keep her legs and core strong, letting her hop up from any seat with ease. Why is this skill so important? You do this move all the time, getting up from the couch after a Netflix binge, standing after a meal, or climbing out of your car. If it's effortless, you're reducing your risk of falls, a leading cause of injury for seniors. It also means your muscles and joints are still flexible and strong, keeping you active and independent. Many folks your age struggle, rocking back and forth or avoiding low seats out of fear. But if you're rising like Alice, you're proving your body still got the goods. To maintain this ability, practice standing from a chair without hands a few times a day. Start with a sturdy chair if needed, and add exercises like bodyweight squats or leg lifts to boost your leg power. Core workouts like seated twists can help too. If you're already getting up without a second thought, you're a physical rock star, showing the world what exceptional aging looks like. Let's check out the next sign. Balance is one of those things you don't think about until it starts to slip, but it's a game changer for aging well. If you can lift one foot off the ground and hold steady for 10 seconds or more without wobbling, flailing your arms, or grabbing a wall, you're in better shape than most people your age. This isn't just a fun test, it's a powerful sign of muscle strength, neurological coordination, and your ability to stay safe from falls, which is a top priority as you age. Science has a lot to say about balance. A 2024 study from the Journal of Aging Research found that poor balance in seniors is linked to a 50% higher risk of falls, fractures, and even a shorter lifespan. Standing on one leg tests your leg muscles, core stability, and the intricate dance between your brain and nerves that keeps you upright. Seniors who ace this test have a 40% lower risk of fall-related injuries, according to recent data. Good balance isn't just about staying steady, it's about keeping your confidence and freedom to move through life without fear. Let me tell you about Ralph, a 78-year-old retired carpenter from Michigan. Ralph used to feel unsteady walking on his gravel driveway, and it worried him. During a checkup, his doctor asked him to stand on one leg, and Ralph toppled after just 4 seconds. That was his wake-up call. He started practicing simple balance exercises, like standing on one leg while brushing his teeth or walking heel to toe down his hallway. 3 months later, he could hold a one-legged stance for 15 seconds without a sway. His doctor said, "Ralph, you're a balance wizard now." Ralph's newfound stability lets him walk his dog on uneven paths and climb stairs without hesitation. What does this mean for you? Good balance is your shield against falls, which are the #1 cause of serious injury for seniors. If you can stand on one leg, you're likely steady on curbs, stairs, or slippery surfaces too. It's a sign your muscles, nerves, and brain are working in harmony, keeping you agile and safe. Want to test it? Stand up, lift one foot a few inches off the ground, and count to 10. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. If you make it without teetering, you're killing it. If you wobble, don't worry, it's a skill you can build. To keep your balance sharp, practice standing on one leg daily, starting near a counter for safety. Try heel-to-toe walking like you're on a tightrope, or add yoga poses like tree pose to your routine. If you're already balancing like Ralph, you're a stability superstar, proving you're aging with incredible agility. Let's move on to the next sign and keep the momentum going. Here's an everyday task that packs a punch. Can you carry a bag of groceries from your car to your kitchen or even up a flight of stairs without feeling like you've just run a marathon? If you can, you're stronger than most folks your age, and that's no small feat. Carrying groceries isn't just about getting stuff done, it's a full body test of grip strength, upper body endurance, core stability, and leg support, showing your body's still got plenty of fight left. Let's dive into the science. The Journal of Gerontology has long touted grip strength as a top predictor of longevity, and carrying groceries puts it to the test. A 2024 study from Stanford University found that seniors who can lift and carry everyday loads have a 30% lower risk of frailty, a condition that makes tasks feel monumental. When you carry groceries, your hands grip the bags, your shoulders and back stabilize the weight, your core keeps you balanced, and your legs move you forward. It's a sign your bones are resisting osteoporosis, your nerves are coordinating like a pro, and your heart can handle the effort without leaving you gasping. Meet Nancy, a 75-year-old retired nurse from California. Nancy had a moment at the grocery store that opened her eyes. While younger shoppers huffed and puffed under their bags, she carried hers to her car with ease. A 30-something guy offered to help, assuming she'd struggle. Nancy chuckled, "Thanks, but I've been hauling groceries longer than you've been alive." Her daily walks and occasional light weightlifting keep her strong, and her doctor says her functional strength is off the charts. Nancy's ability lets her carry laundry, move furniture, or help a neighbor without breaking a sweat. Why does this matter? Carrying groceries is more than practical, it's a snapshot of your health. If you can do it, you're fighting off muscle loss, brittle bones, and nerve decline, which creep up on many folks in their 60s and 70 seconds. It means you can stay active, whether it's lugging bags, lifting a grandchild, or rearranging your garage. Many seniors struggle with this, but if you're doing it like Nancy, you're in a rare league, proving your body's still a powerhouse. To maintain this strength, try hand exercises like squeezing a stress ball or lifting light dumbbells. Carry a small load on your daily walks to keep your muscles engaged. If you're already hauling groceries without a hitch, you're a strength jewel, showing age doesn't define you. Let's check out the next sign and see how you stack up. This next sign is a big one. Can you lower yourself to the floor, say, to play with a pet, pick up a dropped item, or just stretch out and stand back up without grabbing furniture, leaning on a wall, or needing someone's help? If you can, you're beating the odds in a major way. This move is a true test of mobility, strength, balance, and independence, and if you've still got it, you're in a rare class of seniors who are thriving. The science here is compelling. Doctors use the sit and stand test to gauge overall health, and a 2024 study from the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that seniors who struggle to rise from the floor have a 50% higher risk of falls, fractures, and even mortality. This move requires leg strength to push you up, flexibility in your hips and knees to bend, core stability to keep you steady, and balance to avoid tipping over. Those who can do it with ease have a significantly lower risk of injury and hospitalization, according to recent research. Let me introduce you to Evelyn, a 79-year-old grandmother from Georgia. Evelyn was playing a board game with her grandkids on the living room rug when it was time to get up. She planted one foot, steadied herself, and stood up smoothly, no hands or support needed. Her daughter gasped, "Mom, that's incredible." Evelyn's years of gardening and Tai Chi classes have kept her nimble, and her doctor calls her mobility gold standard for seniors. Evelyn's ability means she can kneel to plant flowers, play with her grandkids, or grab a dropped key without worrying about getting stuck. What's the real-world impact? This skill is a lifeline. Falls are a leading cause of injury for seniors, and not being able to get up can lead to serious complications like dehydration or pressure sores if help doesn't come quickly. If you can move up and down with ease, you're prepared for life's unexpected moments, dodging a spill, recovering from a stumble, or just enjoying playtime on the floor. Many seniors avoid low positions out of fear, but if you're doing it like Evelyn, you're proving your body's resilience and strength. To keep this skill sharp, practice lowering to the floor and standing back up a few times a day. Start with the cushion or chair for support if needed, and add exercises like squats, lunges, or core workouts like leg raises to build strength. If you're already moving up and down without a hitch, you're a mobility superstar, showing the world what exceptional aging looks like. Let's move to our final sign. Our final sign is the toughest of all, and if you can pull it off, you're truly elite. Can you sit on the floor and stand up without using your hands, arms, or knees for support? If you can rise smoothly from a seated position on the ground to standing tall, you're showcasing an extraordinary blend of strength, flexibility, balance, and coordination. This move is the ultimate marker of exceptional aging, and if you've got it, you're a rare jewel shining brighter than most. Let's look at the science. A 2024 study from the Journal of Geriatrics found that seniors who can rise from the floor without hands have a 45% lower risk of mobility loss and tend to live longer. This move is a complex challenge, requiring powerful quadriceps and glutes to lift your body, a flexible core to stabilize, and sharp neurological coordination to keep you balanced. Struggling with this often signals sarcopenia, balance issues, or joint stiffness, which increase fall risk and frailty. But if you're popping up without a single hand, your body's in remarkable shape. Meet Lillian, a 73-year-old artist from New Mexico. Lillian was working on a floor mural with her grandkids when it was time to stand. She placed one foot flat, engaged her core, and stood up without using her hands, leaving her family in awe. Her son said, "Mom, you're unreal." Lillian's active life painting, dancing, and daily stretching keeps her body in sync. Her doctor tested her and said, "Lillian, your mobility is what we dream of for seniors." Lillian's ability lets her sit on the floor to sketch, play with her grandkids, or fix something low without fear of being stuck. Why is this such a big deal? This superpower means you can handle life's low moments, literally. Whether it's playing with a pet, gardening, or picking up a dropped item, you're not limited by fear of getting stuck. It's a sign your joints are limber, your muscles are strong, and your balance is spot on, all qualities that keep you independent and thriving. Many seniors lose this ability, but if you're rising like Lillian, you're in a rare league, proving age doesn't define your capabilities. To maintain this skill, practice sitting and standing from the floor without hands daily. Start with the cushion for support if needed, and add bodyweight squats, planks, and hip stretches to your routine. If you're already nailing this move, you're a physical marvel, showing the world what it means to age with power and grace. Let's wrap up with some final thoughts. As we come to the end of this journey, let's take a moment to celebrate these 8 incredible signs that make you a rare jewel in the world of aging. If you're 65 to 80 and can grip like a vice, rise from the floor with ease, stand tall with confidence, balance like a pro, carry groceries without a struggle, or move up and down without help, you're not just getting by, you're thriving in a way that's truly extraordinary. Each of these abilities is a badge of honor, proof that your body and mind are defying the stereotypes of aging and shining with strength, resilience, and vitality. Let's recap why these signs matter so much. Science tells us they're not just cool tricks, they're tied to a longer, healthier life. Studies from Harvard, Stanford, the Journal of Gerontology, and the Journal of Geriatrics show that grip strength, balance, posture, and mobility are key to reducing risks of falls, heart disease, and frailty. By holding onto these skills, you're cutting your chances of injury, boosting your energy, and keeping your independence intact. Whether it's Arthur's iron grip, Dorothy's yoga flow, Henry's upright stance, Alice's chair rises, Ralph's balance, Nancy's grocery hauls, Evelyn's floor moves, or Lillian's no handstand, these real-life stories show what's possible when you stay active and engaged. What's the bigger picture here? Aging isn't about losing everything, it's about adapting, preserving, and thriving in ways that surprise even you. Maybe you're like Arthur, still tinkering in your workshop with a grip that won't quit. Or perhaps you're like Lillian, popping up from the floor like it's no big deal. Or maybe you're working on one of these skills, like balancing longer or rising without hands. Wherever you are on this journey, you're a jewel for showing up, eager to live your best life. These 8 signs are your roadmap to a life that's not just long, but packed with joy, purpose, and freedom. If you're crushing all 8 signs, give yourself a big high five. You're in an elite group, showing the world what exceptional aging looks like. If you've got a few under your belt, that's something to celebrate too, because every skill you've held onto is a victory. And if you're finding some of these tough, don't sweat it. It's never too late to start building. Small, consistent habits can make a huge difference. Squeeze a stress ball to boost your grip, practice squats to strengthen your legs, or try standing on one leg while brushing your teeth to sharpen your balance. Stretch your hips to stay limber, or do core exercises to keep your posture strong. These aren't just exercises, they're investments in a future where you're still active, independent, and loving life. I want you to take a moment and reflect. How many of these signs can you check off? Are you proud of your grip strength like Arthur, or maybe your balance like Ralph? Which one are you excited to work on? These skills aren't set in stone, they're yours to build and maintain. You're already exceptional for being here, ready to embrace your golden years with enthusiasm. The beauty of aging is that it's not about perfection, it's about progress, resilience, and finding joy in the journey. As we wrap up, think about the people in your life who inspire you to keep going. Maybe a friend who's still active, a family member who's aging with grace, or even yourself, pushing to be your best. Share your story in the comments below. It might just spark someone else's motivation. Let's keep this community of rare jewels growing, supporting each other to live stronger, healthier, and happier. You're not just aging, you're rewriting the rules, proving that 65 to 80 can be some of the best years yet. Let's keep that spark alive and carry these lessons forward, shining brighter with every step. Wow, what an incredible journey through these 8 signs of exceptional aging. If you're 65 to 80 and rocking even a few of these, like Arthur's killer grip, Evelyn's floor moves, or Lillian's no hands rise, you're a rare jewel, glowing with strength and vitality. I'm so proud of you for being here, eager to thrive in your golden years. Now, I want to hear from you. Which sign are you most proud of? Drop a comment below with the number, say, number 1 for grip strength or number 8 for rising without hands. Your story might inspire someone else to keep pushing. If this video lit a spark, hit that like button and subscribe with the bell icon to catch every tip for living your best life. Share it with a friend who's aging like a champ, they'll love it. Aging isn't about slowing down, it's about shining brighter than ever. And you're proof of that. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll dive into more ways to stay strong, happy, and full of energy, from health hacks to simple joys that make every day special. Keep moving, keep sparkling, and I'll see you soon with more secrets to aging like the rare jewel you are.